This is Jason coming to you on behalf of Elias Jewel, LLC, as well as for People's Choice Solutions, where we believe that if we'll address the issues of the mind, body, and soul, it will allow us to make the choices that will elevate us to heights unknown. Last night I watched Ava DuVernay, her Netflix series When They See Us, where it was talking about the Central Park 5 and how they were railroaded and mistreated, how the individuals involved on the law side of things, or supposed justice side of things, will impute and put a totally different narrative in place, even though they know that it's not true. They'd rather make a narrative than to do their job. And of course, that is not the case with all, but it is definitely in place with some. And the thing about it, those some need to be held accountable so that some more won't do what they have done. And the more that I say that I want to just be quiet and not post or do anything about these things, then the more I start seeing that silence is sometimes seen as being complicit. And I definitely do not want to be complicit to the hyper-policing, over-abused, over-accused situation that we're still in today. A lot of people might say that that was 30 years ago. Still happening today. Still happening. And until we get rid of some of this judicial immunity that judges have, that DAs have, that a number of officers have, that a number of politicians have, we're going to keep running into it, because one of the realest things that was written in that series was the DA said it's no longer about justice, this is about politics. And that's exactly what we're dealing with on a daily basis. We have individuals that have gotten into positions, and so because they're in politics, their crimes are overlooked. You know, one individual that held a very prominent role in the film, not necessarily being involved, but they showed their spreading of the false narrative, but now they want to claim today that everything is fake news that's about them. What about the fake news that you took out a whole page ad? I believe it said on there $80,000 worth of trying to say that these boys at the time, needed to receive the death penalty. And then even when the gentleman that did the crime admitted, they still didn't want to say that the boys were innocent. They just wanted to say that they were complicit with that dude and that he was the one that got away. This is what we're dealing with. I have been in a courtroom where the evidence overwhelmingly said that the individual was innocent, and the judge actually told the defendant that I don't believe you, but because of this, the judge had tried to coach the DA into doing and saying things the way that she needed to hear it to lawfully convict that individual. But even when they couldn't get the evidence, the judge still went on the individual being behind on payments, but they had been locked up for the last 2 months. So how are you going to get caught up on payments if you're locked up for something you didn't do, that the evidence just showed that you didn't do? And then on a personal note, you say that you don't believe the individual that the evidence just said exactly what the defendant said. But this is what we've got to fight, and I cannot continue to sit quietly by and just go into the night. It's time, and I know I've said it before, but it's time to start telling these stories. It's time for us to speak up. It's time for justice to be real and not just something put down on paper. Hope that you have a great day. Hope that you'll support Aaliyah's Jewel, where we do have legal plans, identity theft plans, and even fundraising opportunities for individuals and groups. And then on forpeopleschoice.com, we have the actual Trip Out initiative, which means take responsibility immediately, please, or otherwise undergo termination, where we try to teach about financial literacy, community building, and all of the things it's going to take for us to have the political and numerical strength to demand justice and create our own communities and be self-sufficient. Again, this is Jason. Hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye.